Right, this is a video just to kind of summarise what is included with all the bits that I'm getting rid of. This is the pump. You see it's running at the moment into a bucket with a couple of pipes, and it has a limescale remover in, just a sensible thing to do for servicing. But I've just set it up so you can see it working. With this sort of pump as well, that's its lock button. Once it's unlocked, you can crank up the heat, so this is now heating. I think it said before it was on, oh, it's 38, so I'll look at that in a minute. So a little bit of water will heat up pretty quick. This model of pump, when the bubbles are on, which come out of that bit there, so this is just going to set the air off. This is now just blowing air out to this section, and the heating stays on up here, so when you switch off, you basically keep it warmer while you're in it and with the bubbles running. As I said, just doing that sort of thing is a sensible bit of servicing. There's a couple of other bits that are worth doing every now and then, but not essential. My main thing was just to show you the pump in action. I'll just come back. You can already see it's gone up to 39, if you can read it on there. 39 on the pump was previously 38, and in a second it'll be on to 40. And then it's obviously switched itself off, and then it's got timer functions and stuff like that. So that is the pump. Right, and the actual hot tub I've got in this bit, which is the room that I'm supposed to be plastering today, which has got a hot tub in, so I'm not plastering it. So this is the hot tub is inflated. I've just cleaned it up a bit. These are the bits that I showed before, where I've literally gone around, just tried to force these sections down like this, so that when you're gluing it, it's worth pushing it down and then gluing them. You see, like, this section is all held. This is fine, and it isn't losing any air anyway, like I mentioned yesterday. So these, it was just I saw it, and you know, having seen it before on that area over there, which I'll show in a second, I've just tried to push as much down as possible. You see, like, that bit is firmly stuck, it's not going anywhere. It might be if someone's doing professional repair on it, they'll put some acetone on it just to kind of work that away, so they can literally glue the whole section back down. Then the other bits that are coming with it, which I'll show in this video, so that is this is the outlet of the pump. That's got the chlorine tablets. You normally stick a couple of tablets in there, and that just locks in place. So that's instead of having the float on it, or sort of chlorine granules added, to use tablets in that. That's obviously the filter housing there. So the filter housing, with that in place, you can kind of see it kind of obscures what I've shown before as where this other repair was, which was this overlap. So like I said, I think I stuck it from here round to here, but this was completely gone. And the only issue I had was at the end, one of the videos I think I did before showed it, but it kinked over right down the bottom. And on the overlap there's a little air leak, and that's why I stuck that patch over the top. I have some more of that tape, which, depending on how much anyone wants to offer for it, I'll probably include. I don't have a huge amount of use for it. You know, I think I mentioned before, my intention is to get a hot tub again. That's the pump that comes with it, Best Way Air Hammer. It's got, I've put PTFE just to make a better connection on the end of it, and that's off a standard sort of pressure gauge. So that, sorry for the shaky video, but that plugs into this section. So it's like, if you've ever seen it on a paddleboard or anything like that, it locks in, and then I can just put some more air in. So off the pressure gauge was about 3.5 psi, which should go up something like about 5, and then you fill it up. But obviously you're going to want to repair that section of it first of all. The other little bits, the other hose I'd use, because of how I've got that wide on with the PTFE tape wrapped around the end of this, I use that other hose just from inflating the lid, and the lid I'll show, which is up there. So the lid I've just brought in just to look after it all. So obviously with the lid, it's got the inflatable section inside, and then it's got its outside, and it's all in, you know, at least externally it looks really good. There's some bits where it looks a bit mildewish like this. That's probably the worst section of it there. on the cover. You can actually clean it, a mountain cleaner. But the rest of it, like that's just a mud mark. At the moment, because it's snow and yuck out there, I can't go out and clean it. I did show on another video, I've actually reinforced this thing, because I've seen these split loads of times. So I've put glue onto each of these ends to keep it stronger. There's another video there somewhere of that. But to be honest, they are replaceable parts. They're also parts that I'm in two minds whether to sell, but to explain the issue, this is all the room that I'm supposed to be doing stuff in, and with the hot tub in it, I can't do anything. So I'm either going to stick it in the box now. This is actually, I should be clear, this isn't the Helsinki box. This is my old Miami hot tub, which I had years ago. And that's its old Miami pump, which is just spares and repairs. So to be honest, if you want to take that, you could take it. Oh, and there is this extra tape. This is the tape that I used to do that little sort of repair, but potentially I got the tape with the thought that when I was going to do this, I was going to lay this in a much wider strip going around over the top to create an overlap. And as soon as I did it, I thought actually that's not needed, because you've already got the original flap there to be glued, so there isn't an issue with that. Hopefully you can see from the rest of it, you can kind of see the condition of the tub. I mentioned it in a video before. This is going to be hard to see. I'll move this around a little bit. When I first got the tub, this is actually a repair down here. It had a little nick, and this is another similar PVC repair over the top. So I think there was a little centimetre nick in there. Put the patch over the top and actually blended it to kind of match the styling of the rest of the tub. And it's not something that anyone in the world would ever really notice unless you go searching for it, and it's certainly not anything that's going to cause any issues. So that is the hot tub, that's the whole summary. I'll just look back at the pump, which is up to 40, just to show how that then switches off and goes down to stop heating, and then can all be, in fact no, I'm going to leave this running. It's good to keep it heating when you've got the limescale cleaner in it though. So that's it. That hopefully shows you've got, and as I said, I've got that the Spa starter kit, if that's relevant. If you've already got stuff, don't bother with it. My choice is really get rid of it in parts, package it up and just leave it till next summer and stick it in my other shed. But I'd rather someone got some use out of it, especially if you're willing to put the effort in to get this little bit repaired. So hopefully that kind of catches you up, because it is in this building as well. I was going to say it's possible to come see it later on, because obviously I can stick lights on, I have it all in there, so it's visible. You know, I can kind of, with COVID-19 stuff, I can stay out of the room as you're looking at it and that sort of thing. But in terms of seeing it in the sort of state I'm showing in this video, you can come see it in that way. That would be absolutely fine. Cheers.